right now I would like to have some St. James wort, you know, to calm my nerves right now. Because, you know, we're going to briefly discuss human anatomy right now. I feel my vitals, my blood is dilated right now. I'm feeling really warm, you know, and my thoughts are racing. And why is that? What is that? What do you think it happens, you know?
Hormones.
Because I'm nervous. There you go. That's the winner right there. We got hormones in here. Adrenaline is being released by my adrenal glands on top of my kidneys. And you know, it's aiding with all this fight or flight response because I'm in duress, I'm in stress. But that's a survival instinct from ourselves. And this is no trick question, but what is this, you guys?
Mark.
There you go. That's another winner. What can we do? There's something right here. There you go. There you go. So, you guys, I give you to the world. Hormones, you guys. This is your two main hormones, alright? You got your testosterone and your estradiol. And my audience will explain to my audience the main two effects of these sex hormones and their effects through, well, not just puberty, but their whole life, really. I wasn't able to confine it to just puberty because, I mean, these have been since the womb, you guys. When you're inside the womb in the amniotic sac, you have your testosterone concentrations rise, and that will cause the testes to drop, and you have a boy. And then, well, if there's no testosterone, you have estradiol, and that will give you a girl, of course, because these are your estrogens and these are your androgens. You're mean and tough, and you're nurturing and lean. The feminine attributes of her society.
That was a good cover over there.
And well, their effects start always since the womb, and we'll keep that in mind for a little while. And now, well, hormones are defined as chemical regulators, and actually just chemical regulators. I would like to define it more, but they're just chemical regulators. So I would like to emphasize that because, I mean, as studies showed, I mean, it's all mostly physical, autonomic stress, and they try to explain why this hormone gives you more rage and more virility, but there's really no reason. It's all up here in the mind. They did a study where one control group was inebriated and the other control group was fine. They both were asked to do the same frustrating task of actually arranging a spatial task, and the inebriated group got mad and the control group didn't get mad. So it's not really the testosterone levels in their blood, it was the inebriation of their blood alcohol content, pretty much. So just don't blame it on the alcohol, you guys. And you guys, this is not black and white, you know, it's no left and right. There's no, I'm not 100% testosterone, Ms. Reed is not 100% estradiol. They did some studies in the winter, because in the winter, I mean, bulls have their gonads on the outside. So they would notice that after winter came the spring, which came the mating, and their gonads would, expand to adapt for the mating season. And I mean, they had a higher testosterone level that would help them reproduce, but they also had estradiol levels after the mating season began, so they could actually start nurturing their young. So the scientists came to the conclusion that there's no separation of the sexes. I have some, we all have some and some. It's all about genetics, and the genetics for the mating season, all of that is regulated by another hormone, which is called melatonin, that is in the pineal gland. That is like your time clock for your body that really says that, okay, this time we're going to wake up, this time we're going to have puberty, this time we're going to stop growing, and this time we're going to die. That's pretty much, it's just this. Melatonin is another distinct hormone. And according to Douglas Kimmel, hormones have very little effect on our psychological processes. Those processes are influenced by the third party, such as a parental figure or another authoritative figure, like teachers, perhaps, you know. And the coming of age, the Bildungsströms, is more of learning, adapting to our environments. It's like, I think, therefore I am. So you start thinking, you start developing ideas, and you start thinking about yourself. So it's there's not some crazy magic hormone that we're going to inject you and you're going to be smart all of a sudden. It's just that, you know, we have our cognitive abilities actually start to develop, and you fall into place in society. So it's not an actual specific hormone that will give you your place in society. Oh, I have to be with this person, or I have to be with this little group session, you know? And so when you start socializing, you start deepening your friendships, and that's really all up here. All up here, you know. There's no hormones, it's all mind over matter. I don't know, I would like to support that claim myself. And I would like, in conclusions, adolescents will shape their mind to emulate their adult counterparts, because, I mean, there's no hormone that will tell you how to react in the outside world. There's just cognitive research. And well, in conclusion, I would like, the greatest effects of the hormones are most evident right here in the little hydrogen ion, you know. If you had a hydrogen here, boom, you'd be a whole nother person.